Hi, kindergarten. It's Mrs. Huaco, and it's story time. So, I have another Curious George book, Curious George and the Pizza by, who's the author? You should know who the author is by now since we've read so many of Curious George books. But if you've forgotten, it's right up here on the top. Margaret and H.A. Rays. Okay, so I haven't read this story in a long, long time, so I'm not even sure I remember what it's about. But I'm guessing by the cover, something to do with pizza. All right, here we go. Curious George and the Pizza. So here we go. Let's go out for pizza tonight, George, said his friend. At the pizza place, Tony, the baker, was getting the pizzas ready for baking. It must be Tony over here, huh? He flattened out a ball of dough into a large pancake and tossed it in the air. Now, I've tried making pizza. It is not easy to do that. Toss that dough. I can't do it. He spread tomato sauce on it, sprinkled it with cheese, and then shoved it in the oven. I bet you've all done that before. Well, maybe not putting it in the oven, but sprinkling the cheese on top of the sauce. Then the telephone rang. A fellow from the factory wants a large pizza delivered in a hurry, Tony's wife called. Okay, I'll get my coat, says Tony. Now, George was curious. Could he make a pizza too? He jumped up on the counter and took some dough. Oh, I don't think that was the right thing to do. Those dirty little monkey hands in the dough. George pounded the dough into pancakes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 for each hand. Then he tossed them in the air with all 4 hands. One of them plopped right in the middle of a table where a woman was sitting. Another landed on a coat rack, and one fell on the jukebox. Do you guys know what a jukebox is? So a jukebox is a box they have often in restaurants and places that you put in some money and it plays music, which used to be on what they call records, but now probably on CDs. All right, so it's like a big music box. You put money in and you can pick a song and it'll play music. Oh, and one landed smack on Tony's head. Who did that? He shouted. Oh, Tony looks pretty angry. Look at George. Uh-oh. George was scared. He ran out and jumped into a small truck to hide. That customer is still waiting for his pizza, said Tony's wife. You'd better hurry. They'll be closing the factory in a few minutes. I forgot all about it, Tony said. Oh my goodness, look at Tony. Quickly, he packed the pizza in the back of the truck and drove off. George was trapped inside. Oh no. What do you think's going to happen to George trapped in the truck with all those pizzas? The truck sped up to the factory, but it was too late. The gates were locked. Oh no, Tony groaned. How will I ever deliver the pizza? What do you think? What do you think will happen? Who's in that truck? Who can get over big walls and gates? He opened the back door out of the truck, and there was George. So that's where you've been hiding, you bad little monkey, Tony cried. He reached out to grab George, but then he stopped. Why do you think he stopped? Tony says, I've I've got an idea, he said. You're just the one I need. How good that George was a monkey. And look at, he's got a box of pizzas in his hand. Look at that, shouted the factory guard. A monkey, delivering a pizza. Thank you, George, said Tony. You made up for all the trouble you caused. I'm going to make a special pizza for you and your friend when we get back. And that's what he did. The end. You know, look how happy George. Can you see George? He got a big smile on his face. George always seems to get into trouble, but then he always seems to make it right? No one is ever angry at George. He's a great little monkey. Well, I hope you enjoyed Curious George and the pizza. And if you'd like to write a journal entry this week, what I would say is maybe tell me what kind of pizza you like best, all right? You could say something like, on my pizza, I like, and then tell me what you like to put on your pizza, okay? And I'll put that in the caption for you. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. Until next time, have a great day. Bye, kindergarten. Kindergarten, I almost forgot. Friday is Fun Friday, and even though I know it's the last day of school, I wanted to do one more cooking video. So if you want to join me on Friday, I will be baking strawberry shortcakes, okay? And let me give you the list of items so that you can get ready for that if you want to come join me and make those strawberry shortcakes. All right, here they are. Here's the item list. Okay, do you see that? So you will need about 2 cups of cleaned strawberries. That's about a pint. We're going to slice them in quarters, all right? They need to be washed, and then I'll help you cut them. Sugar, flour, baking powder, salt, milk, just a little bit of milk, about a 1/4 cup or so of whole milk or 2% milk, butter, unsalted butter, but melted, and not too much butter either, about 2½ tablespoons. Sorry, there was something itching my nose. A cookie sheet, alrighty. Let's see, what else? Oh, 2 bowls. One bowl is for the strawberries and the sugar. We're going to do that in one bowl. And then in the other bowl is for mixing up the strawberry shortcake. And then a mixing spoon, a whisk to kind of mix up those dry ingredients really good, and a rolling tin, just like Monkey George. And we're going to roll that dough out. We're going to make it into a ball, like Monkey George did with the pizza. And then when we roll it out, we're going to cut it with a cookie cutter, a circle, a round cookie cutter about 3 inches in diameter. So you have to get your tape measure out. And if you don't have a circular cookie cutter, you can use a drinking glass. All right, but it has to be, the opening has to be about 3 or 3½ inches in diameter. All right, so that means from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle. All right, and let's see what else. A surface that we can roll out our cookie dough and get flour on it. So either a big cutting board or your tabletop that's been cleaned. We'll put a little flour on it. And then what else? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, we want to put on top of this shortcake, because we're going to build it. It's like you make the shortcakes, and then you put strawberries and the sauce and whipped cream, or Cool Whip, or vanilla ice cream, or yogurt. So whatever what kind of topping you'd like to put on it, you should get some of that. Alrighty, and yeah, I think that's about it. And if I forgot anything, we will talk about it on Friday. But hopefully it's all here on the list here. Okay, I think it is. Until then, I will see you on Friday. Bye, kindergarten.